Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited today because I'm going to be talking about some new releases from Purito, some new unscented releases from Purito. Now, big heads up, this video is sponsored by the brand, but you know I've loved Purito for many years. I'm excited to talk about one of their new products. This is their From Green Deep Foaming Cleanser, a low pH cleanser. Then we're going to be talking about a reformulated product that is like literally the product of my dreams. This is the Centella Unscented Toner. It was finally released. Yes. And we're also going to talk about a reformulation. They took the essential oils out of the deep sea cream. So I'm really excited to review that one for you guys today as well. So if you're so ready, give the video a big thumbs up and let's get started. So let's start off with the From Green Deep Foaming Cleanser. I was so excited to see them come out with an essential oil-free cleanser. I used to be a really big fan of the Barrier Defense Cleanser, so I was excited to see what they came up with without essential oils. Now, so pleased to tell you, I've got quite a strict list for cleansers. One is that they are free of fragrance, essential oils, and alcohol. So this one, check right there. And the pH level, it's got to be like at a 5.5. I definitely like those low pH cleansers, and this one is low pH. It claims to be low pH, and I tested it. I put those pH testing strips to the test, and I was so pleased with the outcome. This rang in right at a 5.5. Couldn't be happier with the pH level on this one. Now, I don't like to spend too much time on ingredients when it comes to cleansers. I'm more concerned about the pH, just because, right, it's on your face for such a short amount of time and then it gets washed down the drain. So the effects of those ingredients, probably few, but there's, a few ingredients here that I think are worth shouting out, which includes Centella. This also has green tea. It has Hutania cordata extract, so good at calming inflammation on the skin. I love that ingredient. And it also has licorice root in it. Now, I was surprised by the texture of this. It's almost kind of like a pearlescent kind of cream texture when it comes out. And this actually foams up pretty well. For a 5.5 cleanser, I was impressed with the foamability of this cleanser. It feels really nice on the skin, and it gives you a really satisfying clean. Like, there are some gentle cleansers out there that you're like, I don't know, my skin doesn't really feel clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, I know it's clean, but I don't know, it doesn't feel clean. This definitely doesn't give you that like suspicion. It's very satisfying clean. It breaks down gunk, thick oil on the skin, dirt, sunscreen, makeup really effectively without a lot of effort, and it washes away cleanly. There's no film or anything like that. I was really pleased with just like the experience of using this on my face. I gotta shout it out because this is a really nice pair with the Purito From Green Cleansing Oil. Fairly new release from them. I think it came out a little earlier in the year, and this is another essential oil-free cleansing product. No artificial fragrance, no drying alcohols, pretty minimal ingredients list, very gentle on the skin. It's like a medium weight kind of cleansing oil. It's got like a medium weight feel. It glides across the skin so nicely. It breaks down makeup and sunscreen really well. It even removes eye makeup very easily without any like stinging around the eyes. Washes away cleanly and easily. I found the pair together to work really effectively. Going back to the foaming cleanser, I really did enjoy it. And let's be clear here. Most of the boxes that I look for are ticked on this one. No fragrance, no artificial fragrance, no essential oils, tick, right? No irritating ingredients, tick. Low pH, tick. It definitely is perfect. I have to tell you though, I cannot tell a lie. It does make my skin feel a little bit dry. It's a very satisfying clean, but there is a little dryness afterwards. It's definitely something that, you can solve with your other soothing skincare products. Now, the thing you need to know before we go any further with this part of the review, I am super picky with I'm ultimately picky with cleansers. I also have very sensitive skin, very dehydrated skin, and I use tretinoin. Tretinoin makes the sensitive and the dehydration even worse, right? So just know that my skin is very picky with cleansers. That being said, I actually still do reach for this, just not daily. I just can't use this daily. It's just not it just takes too much moisture for every single day. But I do reach for this. You know, there are a couple of occasions throughout the week where I just feel like there is a film of like gunk on my skin, particularly when I'm working out. And in the summertime, I'm sweating even more, and I have lots of layers of sunscreen. It's like the sunscreen and the sweat, and they mix together, and this is like on my face. It's just like this film. That's when I pull this one out, because like I said, it's so, you know, it cleans your skin. It cleans your skin. It's such a satisfying feel, especially after you're feeling and not so clean. You use this and you feel very, very clean. So I'm not writing it off completely. It is not my choice for daily use. I do still think a lot of people can enjoy it, especially those of you guys who feel like you get that film at the end of the day, especially when you're extra oily. You can definitely get that kind of gunky film on your skin. I think you'll actually really like this cleanser. If you're not super dry, if you're not super dehydrated, and probably if you're not on tretinoin, I think this is fair game. It definitely ticks a lot of boxes. I think that it could be a worthy contender for a lot of people. Let's talk about the Centella Unscented Toner. Yes, I am so excited. Those of you who are longtime fans of this channel know that I actually rave reviewed the Purito Centella Green Level Calming Toner. This unscented toner is the essential oil-free version of that product. Ever since Purito started to reformulate some of their products, some of their like real popular products into essential oil-free versions, and they've just been coming out with a whole handful of new stuff that just doesn't even contain them, I've been waiting for this product. Like, I have been patiently waiting. They did the Centella Serum, and I was waiting for the toner, and it is here. And let me just say, you know, I don't have to say this, by the way, but I just want to say, like, I'm so glad that Purito listens. They are really one of the few K-beauty brands that does have their finger on the pulse of their customers. They want your feedback because they want to be a better brand for you. And I just really appreciate that. So this toner contains 10% of Centella extract plus the 4 active compounds of Centella. So it's a Centella party. There's a lot in here. Now, we know Centella to be really good for soothing and calming the skin, but it actually has a bunch of other benefits. It's one of those ingredients, like, the more you look into it, the more you learn, because there's a lot here. So one of the other interesting benefits of Centella, especially when it comes to a toner product, it's an amazing hydrator for the skin. Centella can actually stimulate your skin's synthesis of hyaluronic acid. Yeah, we do have natural hyaluronic acid inside of our skin. Centella can help our skin create a little bit more. It also helps to stimulate another compound often referred to as GAG, or glucosaminoglycans. It's a polysaccharide that actually, it's really fundamental component to your skin. It's basically like the liquid in between your skin cells. So it actually makes Centella a really fantastic hydrating ingredient. Centella can also stimulate collagen production on the skin, giving it a great anti-aging benefit, plus a fantastic wound healing benefit. So very skin reparative. Plus, it's also anti-inflammatory. It's got a lot of antioxidants to it as well. So Centella just all around is just such a fantastic ingredient. This also contains witch hazel, which is an astringent ingredient. It is very antibacterial, it's anti-inflammatory, and it has it has antioxidants in it. Now, there is some concern that witch hazel can be kind of stripping of moisture to the skin. It has a potential for irritation. I'll admit that there are some witch hazel centric products I've tried in the past that have definitely done that to my skin. They've definitely stripped it of moisture. Those products most likely contain drying alcohol in them as well. I'm looking at you. But that being said, that's actually not my experience with this toner at all. I did not feel dryness or tightness on my skin, stripping. In fact, it's so deeply hydrating. We're going to talk about that in a second. And I didn't get any irritation from this at all. So that's just not my experience with this product. What I did find out through my research, though, while those concerns are definitely valid, a lot of it comes down to how the witch hazel is extracted. So I'm happy to report I didn't have have any adverse reactions with this product. I find the texture of this quite unique, even with the original Centella toner. It just stands out to me in my mind as being a little bit different because it is a toner, but it's got some body yaddy to it. You can see it as you get it, like especially across your hand, you see that body to the toner and you're thinking in your mind, okay, this is one of the toners that has maybe some moisturization, some slip, some balance to it. It's a little heavier toner, right? No. So interesting. As you move that across your skin, the body of this toner, it just it disappears and it really bursts into hydration on the skin, and it really gets in there. It really hydrates your skin at a very deep level, very replenishing toner. There is no slip, there is no moisturization, there is no balance. This is pure watery hydration, and you can layer it up over and over and over again, and it's not going to build up thick. It's not going to build up that weird kind of greasy kind of feeling on the skin or thickness. It's amazing. It's just, it feels so good on the skin, such a pleasing, lightweight texture. So as I mentioned before, this toner is basically my dream come true. I was such a big fan of the original Centella toner. I gave it a pretty much rave review, and I was basically ready for that to be a repurchase type of product. It was easily going to be one of my top favorite toners. And this is a very special category of product for me. It easily would have been, but the timing of that product and when I kind of realized that essential oils were not for my skin, it was a direct clash. So I never got past that first bottle. And it was one of those things that was that is one of the few products I will miss going, fragrance-free forwards. So the fact that they released this as an essential oil-free version is just thank you. And I knew it was going to be, I already knew I was going to like it, I'm biased, right? I already knew as long as they didn't mess with the formula too much, just take that fragrance out, we're going to be good. And it was just love at first use. When I put it onto my skin for the first time, I was like, oh yes, I remember you. And yes, you are so unique. That burst of hydration is so satisfying to dehydrated skin. If you haven't used it and you are dehydrated, when you use it for the first time, you're going to be like, wow, there's something different here with how it hydrates the skin. Really, really special. Now, I do find that the Centella content in this does have a nice calming effect on the skin. If you are feeling a little bit irritated, if you're feeling a little redness on the skin, this definitely does calm down, cool down the skin. It's not an amazing whoa, but it is one of those tools in your toolbox to really get that irritated skin to calm down. Definitely. It does help with some redness as well. The other thing that I notice about this product, it's just so easy to layer up. That's one of the things I really look for in toners, if I can kind of get a lot of layers out of it without it building up thick on my skin. And I can layer this up to my heart's content without it getting greasy or thick. 7-layer method, fans, this is going to work for you. However, I do find the hydration levels on this so good, you don't really have to do that many layers. If you don't want to, you can get it done with less with this one, which is a really nice benefit to this toner. Just overall, I'm just so pleased with it. What more can you say about a toner? It definitely gets the job done. It gets it done without essential oils, and it gets it done with a good amount of Centella in it. Speaking of Centella, this is a beautiful match with their Centella Unscented Serum. Wow, if you love that deep hydration and you love Centella as an ingredient, you got to use these two together. It's an awesome combination. Now, the Centella Serum uses 49% of Centella extract plus azathioxide, azatic acid, and madecassic acid, plus panthenol, ceramides, and niacinamide. Plus, it has peptides. It uses matrixyl 3000 and palmitoyl hexapeptide 12. All of these peptides together really good for reducing wrinkles on the skin, improving skin elasticity, and just overall appearance and tone of the skin. This is such a wonderful product. It comes in this really great gel texture, very, very hydrating. It absorbs in the skin really nicely. No stickiness, no tackiness, no greasiness, no richness. It's a very pleasing texture overall. And this is actually a reformulated product from Purito. So they have their buffet serum. This is the buffet serum without essential oils. And I always say, I'm about to say it, buffet. all you can eat? Kind of. Buffet in skincare actually refers to like an all-in-one. It basically is a skincare product that hits a lot of different skin concerns in one product. And as we talked about Centella before, it's got skin soothing properties, hydrating properties, anti-aging properties, anti-acne properties, protective properties, skin regenerative properties. This is all in one. Plus, putting in those peptides, like such a powerful serum and such a really good match with the toner if you want to have a Centella party on your face. Purito also sent along their Deep Sea Pure Water Cream, and this has been reformulated as well. They have taken the essential oils out. I was very intrigued for this product because I actually never tried the original one, but I have heard really good things about it. So I was excited to get my fingers on it and try it out for myself. So the star ingredient here is 60% of sea water. What? Right? Like, what does that have to do for skincare? Definitely an interesting ingredient. I was excited to do some research into. It's definitely jam-packed full of vitamins and minerals for the skin. So it's a very replenishing type of ingredient. And deep sea water actually has shown in some studies to be very effective for eczema and atopic dermatitis. It's an ingredient that can really relieve itchiness on the skin. It can help with dryness, transepidermal water loss. It can reduce inflammation, and it can even help to reduce allergic reaction on the skin. This also features 2% of niacinamide, another ingredient that has a lot of different benefits for skin. We know it very well for brightening up the skin. 2% of niacinamide happens to be a very effective amount to get brightening results. However, 2% also happens to be the very effective range to help stimulate your skin's synthesis of free fatty acids, cholesterol, and ceramides. What? Your moisture barrier. Yeah. This is really good for moisture barrier health or moisture barrier repair. It just helps make your skin stronger. Other ingredients to shout out here, we've got quite a few different seaweed extracts playing into the deep sea theme, right? This also has sodium hyaluronate, panthenol, and macadamia seed oil. Let's be real here. This texture is so incredibly interesting. I was very surprised by this. I got it out of the tube and it looked like a very occlusive, kind of thick, almost ointment-like cream. And I was like, okay, it's gonna be very occlusive. But the first time I just like ran it across my skin, I was like, what? So weird, because if the toner had a burst of hydration, this cream has a burst of hydration to it. It feels cooling and refreshing and watery. It feels like you just splashed water onto your skin. What an interesting effect. And it's not thick at all. It just like melts into the skin and it just bursts into hydration. Wow, absorbs really quickly, spreads like a dream. And once it does absorb into the skin, you are left with some nice light moisture. It's very balancing, very oil water balancing on the skin. And it does have light protective occlusivity, but it's not thick, it's not greasy, it's not shiny. Very, very like interesting, surprising texture, but very pleasing. I gotta say this though, this cream does have a scent to it. There's no artificial fragrance in this. There used to be in the original cream, there used to be bergamot oil in it. I read reviews, it was a very heavy scent of bergamot. This is not that. The scent on this, it's very, very light. It goes away immediately, but I get this small hit of like blueberries and lemon zest. It's not unpleasant at all. It's just strange, you know? I actually get a similar effect off of the Centella Unscented Serum, oddly enough. I have no idea what extract is producing this scent. It is possible for extracts to produce a little scent, by the way. I don't know which one it is. I really thought it was important to point it out though for you guys. It's very light, it goes away immediately, but yeah, there's like a little sweet scent to this one. So I really like this cream, and I must admit, this is not the type of moisturizer like that I would traditionally gravitate towards. You guys know I like a little bit more creamy, a little bit more medium weight types of moisturizers, and yet I found myself really enjoying this one a lot, especially in the summertime. You know, it's just so hot. It's so humid, you get so sweaty, and then when you're trying to put sunscreen and potentially makeup on top of all that, you're just like, I barely want to wear clothes, you know what I mean? So it is nice to have that lightweight option to reach towards. And as somebody who does suffer from dehydration, I do still need my moisturizer to lock it down, right? To protect my skin from transepidermal water loss. This did that. I really feel like this did it. You know, it is such a pleasing texture, so light but balancing. It gives my skin the moisture it needs in a really lightweight format. It delivers hydration, which was like a pleasant surprise. So cooling. It feels so great on the hot days. You know, I can't get over that. It's a really interesting sensation on the skin. But all that being said, it still has enough lightweight occlusivity, enough lightweight protection to keep my skin balanced and protected all day long. I was very, very, very impressed with its function, but with its weight as well. Now, I do get a little bit more oily in the summertime, a little bit more classically combo, and I found that this actually still worked in those oily areas. You know, I felt like it was a very complementary cream to oil. It didn't make that area shinier or greasier or build up really thick in those areas. It definitely wasn't like pore clogging at all. So I was really, really pleased with its performance in the oily areas, and it still was enough for the drier, more dehydrated U zone for me. So definitely it did perform. I'm gonna recommend this one for more on the oily side, oily, dehydrated skin types, combination skin types. You're going to really like this, especially if you seek for some oil water balance in your moisturizer layer. If you're really like classically dry skinned, no, I don't think it's going to be too light for you. Unless you like a really light day cream, it could be an option, but I just don't think that it's nourishing enough for very, very dry skin. So big shout out and thank you again to Purito for sponsoring this video and giving me the opportunity to try and review these products for you guys. And I'm excited to announce too, if you're a fan of some of their creams, they are reformulating the sea buckthorn cream as well as the Centella cream. It is coming, it's in the works. So definitely some new unscented releases for you guys to look forward to in the future. And I'm curious to know, let me know in the comment box, are you guys like, do you have a favorite Purito product? Let me know in the comments. For me, definitely the Centella Unscented Sunscreen is a huge winner for me, and this toner is definitely rising up in the ranks. If you love the video, it was helpful to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. I release 2 new Korean skincare focused videos every single week. Turn on notifications so you're never out of the loop when I upload the new video. And if you want to see some more from me, come join me on Instagram. I'm posting there all the time about my K-beauty adventures on my feed and in my stories. I post reviews and introduce lots of new products over there. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. I hope you are healthy, happy, and safe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.